Hey guys, I'm absolutely Frosty, and here is another tutorial for you guys. So in this video, I'll be showing you how to install Windows 10 virtually or on top of your Windows 8 or 8.1. Um, so 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 that way you can try out Windows 10 without messing with your system files, partitioning hard drives, formatting them, reinstalling, all that stuff, which is just time consuming and annoying. And so this way you save time and you get to just get your hands in with Windows 10, and there you go. So the first thing you need to know is that you need to follow my first video, which will be right here, which shows you how to install Hyper-V. Now, Hyper-V is a software which enables you to install to install virtual operating systems on top of your host operating system, or in other words, your just Windows 8 installation, Windows 8 or 8.1. If you're running Windows 7, I've also covered that topic in the same video. So really, I would recommend going to watch that video first before jumping into this. Let's say that you watch the video, or that you have already installed Hyper-V. Well, then the first thing to do is to go and download the Windows 10 Technical Preview ISO. And so here's the link that I will be putting in the description. Let's say that you're watching this video later on when Windows 10 is going to be officially released by Microsoft for everyone. Well, apparently they're going to be releasing the operating system for free this time, so I don't really have a link now to show you where to go download it. Uh, I I can't really supply you with that right now. You would have to Google it. Um, so the first thing to do, let's say that you're watching this before Windows 10 is officially released, you need to follow these first three steps over here. You don't want to copy the ISO file to a USB flash drive or DVD and then double tap or double click setup.exe. That you do not need to do, because you're not installing the Windows 10 on top, or just like replacing your physical Windows 8 operating system, and you're not dual booting, so you don't need to do those last two steps. So step 1, 2, and 3. So follow those steps, download the ISO file, save it somewhere where you will remember, and then you can close out the web browser. And then afterwards, you want to go and start up Hyper-V Manager. That's gonna open up this. Then you're gonna go and select your PC, and then go over to the new virtual machine. Click next. Name this, I don't know, Windows 10 Preview. Okay. Store the virtual machine in a different location. Yeah. This I'm just doing for myself, since my OS is installed on a 120 gig SSD. So I don't want it to take up too much space on my primary C drive. I'm just gonna send it into my VMs. New folder. I'm just gonna write, I don't know, Windows 10 Preview. Put it in there. Okay, select folder. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Click next. Generation 1, that's just gonna be fine, because you don't need to PXE boot, which means like installing an OS over the network. You don't need to do any of that advanced stuff, because we're just installing from simple ISO. So select generation 1, next. RAM. So the minimum RAM for Windows 10 is 1 gigabyte. The recommended is 2 gigabytes, so I'm going to give it 2 gigs, so that's 2048 megabytes. So that is 2 gigabytes of virtual RAM. Thing is that you cannot go over um, uh, your 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 physical RAM limit. So I have 6 gigs installed in my computer, and then it's telling me over here that I can go up to 4,808 megabytes of RAM, and that's leaving about, I don't know, like 1.5 gigabytes left of physical RAM for my host operating system, because your computer needs to be running your host operating system to be able to run Hyper-V. So, so that being said, do not go over this limit, and I'm even going below that limit. That way I'm sure to be safe. Use dynamic memory for this machine. That means that the RAM will go up when needed, and will decrease when it's not needed as much. So it is dynamic. It's not static. It's going to be increasing and decreasing the amount of RAM, virtual RAM. Network, we're not going to do that right now. Skip that. Okay. In here, we have to set a virtual hard drive. This is a little bit of a weird location because it's just making folders that have the same names. So this you want to save it in a location where you have, a decent amount of space. I'm gonna go into here, VMs, Windows 10 Preview. I'm gonna call it VHD for virtual hard drive. Put it in there. Set my size for the VHD. I think I'm gonna put. Let's put in 64 gigabytes. Why not? It's just a standard. Okay. Click next. Then here's where you're going to navigate to your ISO file. Go to image file, browse. Then you have to go and find your ISO. Mine is in my storage drive. It might show up in your downloads location on your computer. It just depends where you save the ISO file. So mine is here. Click open. Now it's at the ISO file. Once you have that done, you can click next. Now it's going to show you everything that is that has been done. Well, your whole overview of your configuration. So click finish. It's gonna start creating all the different virtual attachments and settings. Okay. So now you can just go and turn on the virtual machine to start installing. To open up, you have to just double click that square. It's going to start booting the virtual machine. Oh, there we go. I'm going to let it boot, and I'll be back to you once it has booted into the installation. Okay, so now that has booted, I'm going to be just doing these standard Windows installation steps. It's just a normal Windows installer. Click install now. Let it start. Give it a couple moments, seconds. So now we'll accept the terms. Click next. Custom install. That way you can choose your hard drive format and all that stuff. Whereas upgrade, just gonna keep the file settings and applications and just write over your existing operating system, which isn't really ideal because it just messes with your system files. Although this is a virtual machine, I don't see how it can install over an existing version of Windows, because there is no Windows installed previously in this virtual machine. Anyway, that's not really important. Click new to make a new partition. Click apply. That's fine. I do that. Okay, I'm just gonna format it just to make sure it's nice and clean. Choose your partition that says primary and that has the most space, or the partition that you want to use to install your operating system. Then click next. Now it's going to start installing the whole OS. I'll be back once it is finished. Hey guys, so I'm back now, and so after going through the installer, um, and the VM reboots, you're going to be greeted with uh, this setting page. Um, I'm gonna do custom settings because I don't want some of these options. So I'm going to customize, update your PC. I guess it's okay. Don't need that. Don't need that. Next. And so basically just go through this whole this whole process for the settings you want and for the settings you do not want. And I'm gonna do this, and I'll be back once I'm finished this. So once you finish those steps, you're gonna want to create your account. I'm gonna make my account. So you're gonna be getting this screen where we're just gonna tell you that Windows is setting up all of your applications and settings and applying everything. So I'll be back once this is done. All right, and we are back, and so the virtual machine has been installed, and so right now I think that I'm going to shut down the virtual machine, and then I'm going to set up the networking, because as you can see, there is no network access because there is no network card or virtual network card that is installed. Just to prove, if I try to ping, see, nothing. So I'm just gonna shut down over here. I'm gonna shut it down, and then I'm going to set up the network adapter. To shut down, you're gonna want to this step is gonna be for setting up the virtual network adapter. So you want to go to action. Oh no, sorry. Where is it? Here. Right click on your PC name. The virtual switch manager. Select external. Create virtual switch. I'm gonna call this just virtual. I can't type anymore. Virtual Ethernet. Yes. And then I'm gonna select external network, and then my network adapter. And that all seems to be fine. And click apply. That's gonna create. Whoop. I just have network connectivity, but that's fine. Then you're gonna want to go to your virtual machine. Right click on that. Go to settings. Network adapter. Select your newly created virtual switch. Mine is virtual Ethernet. Besides that, that is it. Boot up the virtual machine. Let's get that going, and I will resume when it is finished booting. Pretty much finished booting. You're gonna get this little dialog box. It's gonna ask for a screen resolution for the virtual machine, so that it fits your screen, all nice. And I'm gonna set mine. That's fine. 3066 by 768. And actually, we probably don't need that, because we're going to be going to here, just like that. So do not mind that little box. Once you've logged in, you're going to notice that the network adapter icon has changed, because now it can communicate with the outside world. To check that, I'm going to go and run CMD, or command prompt. I'm going to try to ping Google's DNS servers. Okay, it's pinging all fine. You can close that. The next thing that you could do is run Windows Update. So to do that, you want to go to the Start menu. Open Windows Update. Go here, do all of your updates through there. That way you're always up to date. And then the last thing that you could do is make the virtual machine fit your screen, and so that you can get a whole full screen desktop experience instead of just having this little window. To do that, you want to right click screen, go to screen resolution, open that up. Under resolution, over here you can select your screen resolution. Once you have done that, click apply, then OK. And that's pretty much it. Besides that, while you're setting up, if ever the installer asks you for a product key, on the Windows 10 technical preview ISO download page, there is a product key that is given in case that happens. As you saw in this video, that did not happen. But if it does, then just copy that product key and put it into the installer, and you'll be on your way. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I hope it was clear enough. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave any comments, recommendations, questions, whatever, in the comment section below. And if you want to like this video, please do. It helps out a lot, and it means a lot. And so yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, rate, subscribe, share, like I said, and have a great day.